Okay, we are back with another stream. Um, so we're now streaming a new set, or okay, getting on to the first of the sets. They're kind of this next group. So you'll notice. So obviously we had the old like kind of revised stuff, where it's had illustrated, and then the illustrator's name, and then you had a date, and it was all one line. Um, and then you had like a date underneath, and then you had where all of that stuff moved to the center of cards, which this is actually printed later. I think this is from set the list. And then you have these sets where you have like this spear down in the corner, um, and then whoever illustrated, and then information about the cards and stuff. And so this is all like 19 I want to say late 19, no, mid 2000s through mid 2010s, right? Kind of somewhere around here. I think this set still says copyrighted 2013, so this probably came out in 2013. Um, actually, going this is a smaller group, so we'll start with that. Um, but like so, I have quite a few cards from this time period across a few different sets that I've picked up from Card Holla. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anything in more recent sets. Like we found, like I didn't find like Force of Will or anything, but I found 3 copies of Ristic Study, which was crazy to find that. Um, I found a few cards that have been pretty nice. Um, but we're going to take a look at it'll be interesting to see if there's anything like commons that's worth money that's in these sets. I've been picking up cards for like 10 years. Why does it want me? It keeps on popping up with that message about my microphone's muted. Yes, it's muted in the program that's sending the stuff from my phone to my computer, but it's not. Obviously, my other microphone's not muted. If it is and somebody watches this, please leave a comment and tell me it's muted or not. Uh, why? Press and hold spacebar? No. I want to be muted. Leave me muted. Okay. Let's take a look. So I've been, okay. La 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 la. No, it's not coming back now. Okay. Let's just take a look at this. Um, so I've been showing kind of what the rare cards are. They're worth money, and then kind of uncommons and commons. So not a lot in this that's over $10. Not even a lot of rares. They're worth something. Control spacebar. Okay, that go away. So there's only 5 rare cards that are worth over $1 in this set. Um. Oh wait, never mind. 5 mythics that are worth over $1 in this set. I forgot. We're now into where there's mythics, right? You can actually see one of the mythics right there on the top. Unfortunately, it's only 56 cents. Um, wonder if I just unmute myself. There we go. Like maybe it'll go away and stay away now. Okay. Heading down to rares. You can see So you have some rares that are actually worth more than the mythics, right? Sacred Foundry, Breeding Pool, Watery Grave, Stomping Grounds, Godless Shrine, and then some stuff worth $5. Cryptghast, Mind Grind, Legion Loyalist, Jeer Sage, Illusionist Bracer, Glaring Spotlight, Blind Obedience, and a few others. We get to $1. Let's head down to uncommon. So uncommon wise, we have Boris Charm, Rapid Hybridization, Thrall Parasite, Alpha Authority, Simic Charm. So 5 uncommons that are worth something. A decent shot at finding some uncommons here. A lot of people don't think of uncommons as being worth something. Obviously, like we're going through all these, there are a lot of uncommons that aren't worth anything. So commons, no commons that are worth anything. And I don't think we have any land. I mean, we have lands, but no like basic lands in this set. So let's go ahead and start scanning. Actually, this might be. Come on. Glaring spotlight. Doesn't like the glare from being in a sleeve. This might actually be a card that was worth something. Yeah, $1.88. So at one point I had pulled out the rares and put them in sleeves. So you might doesn't always mean that because they didn't like that's a common in a sleeve. So if something was in a sleeve, usually I didn't pull it out. Um, but if you see stuff in sleeves, there's another common in a sleeve. Uh, Sometimes that'll be like a rare or something that I've put in a sleeve because it's worth uh, more than $1. We'll see if we have anything else. Obviously, we know commons aren't going to have anything. And we have 3 copies of Riot Gear. A Millennial Gargoyle that's showing up as the wrong set. Man, I'm going to be glad to get to the more modern stuff and maybe have less of that where Mana Box puts in an old or a new set instead of the old set. I did have don't remember what I think there was a black uncommon that was worth something. That's been reprinted a few times. Oh, there we go. I think Thrall Parasite was one that was worth something. So that's worth $2.46. Awesome to have that. Corpse Blockade. And we have 3 of those. Okay. Let's go. Homing Lightning. Come on, that has to be a great card, right? Now it's 4 mana though. Deals 4 damage to target creature and each other creature with the same name as that creature. Would that work on tokens? So, I mean, I guess even if it does work on tokens, it's a common card. So, and was, or no, it's an uncommon card, but it was probably reprinted or things similar to it have been printed. Plenty of stuff that is going to clear out tokens uh, that doesn't cost 4 mana. 5 copies, 10 Street. It's been printed pretty often. Rare. A rare, and unfortunately, you can see it's gotten some decent damage on it. Probably hit by coins. Card hollow. So I guess I didn't look at. Was there something with tokens? And this. So Massive Raid is a foil. $2.58 since the foil. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a common foil, so that's very interesting. That I guess 2013 wasn't quite far enough along where they had started to put foils on everything. So there's another rare. Frontline medic. We need to get some tape or something for night of obligation. Nav Squad Commandos. You would think something that says Nav Squad Commandos would be a good card, but hey, it's 3/5. That's 5 mana. Night Watch. I don't know why this is in a sleeve. Maybe it was someone was playing with it. A lot of times you see people do that. Doesn't matter. I mean, since all your cards have to be the same, right? See if any of these multicolor cards are. I mean, I guess even if I have only pulled out 3 cards from this set, I mean, that's really, honestly kind of surprising. 3 cards over $1, like, I mean, I kind of can't imagine it's anything but cards that have like gone up in price since like 2013. Like, legitimately, this might have been like cards that I picked up in 2013 or in 2014 from Card Hall. Um, I want to say the first time I went to Card Hall, maybe 2012 or something. I don't think I helped clean up the first time I went, from what I remember. I think it was the second time I stayed behind to help clean up. So, consuming aberration. No, it can't be a foil because it's not in the right set yet. A foil, consuming aberration, $1.43. So, and obviously, that's even though that's over $1, I we're going to find some that I don't have in sleeves that maybe are over $1 because when I part of the reason I actually deleted the old set and I'm going through and rescanning all these rares and mythics um, is because they're the first things I scanned into Mana Box, and I didn't realize that it was pulling like the old or like the new sets instead of the old sets on cards, and so I didn't change them. Like I kind of realized at one point, but I didn't realize it would make much of a difference. Um, because I was kind of like, well, if it's a good card, it's a good card. Well, there's also a certain level of collectability on cards. So, like this is 33 cents, but it's 56 cents back the first time it was printed. Not a big deal, but I mean, there's probably cards that were 80 cents. They're over $1 the first time they were printed, and so I didn't throw a penny sleeve on them. Uh, there's also, like, as I was scoring through these, there were a few rare cards that I hadn't pulled out. Just, you know, don't always see all of them. I mean, I've had a few cards that I have a stack of stuff from earlier sets that I'm kind of annoyed. I'm going to have to go back and put them all back into the old sets, um, which is something I've already done once. So I'm going to have to do it a second time because I now have a second stack. And I'm probably going to have to do a third time. Well, I decided not to do it a second time. I'm going to wait until I've gone through all of them. That way I don't have to do it a third time. So, Huh, that's actually a pretty decent 1 mana 1/1. But whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control that has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So for 1 mana, right? Like if you threw that out your first turn and you're throwing out other creatures, it's going to get a bit of power up there eventually. So, huh, that's interesting. I guess it doesn't beat like Birds of Paradise. Almost done. Aetherize. Last card. Okay. So $20.59 worth of cards. Not atrocious. 136 cards. So we are averaging a little bit lower. I want to say early sets we were averaging like 30 cents a card. We're now maybe 15 cents a card. And really, two of these, the only reason they're over $1 is because they're foils. So, but yeah, we did get, feel like I have something on the table there. We did get 4 cards that were over $1. So, that's decent. Gate Crash. Great collection. I have this sort of the circle, so it's each a different set, and I've sorted by value, so you can see like revised is the most expensive. Like we have the most value from revised. Actually, up $14 on that. Um, this is just based on value, but let's sort by value change. So Lana War Elves are up 91 cents. Swords to Plowshares up 54 cents. And these other 22 cents for can't read that. What is that card? Sacrifice. Right. Red Elemental Blast. Like control. Even the lands are up a tiny bit, or at least those lands are. So, number of cards up a value on that. If I sort the other way, right, descending, uh, it looks like we've lost some money on a few cards. Lightning Bolt has gone down. It's interesting. A few other cards. Earthbind continues to go down. Kind of interesting. That at one point, I think Earthbind's gone down quite a bit over time. Anyway, so kind of interesting to see, all the different sets we have and the value. This obviously has not been our worst set, Urza's Legacy. Although Urza's Legacy only had 11 cards, that was 30 something cents a card. Uh, so, what is our worst set so far? Like per card on average? Might be Gatecrash. We've definitely skipped ahead. Yeah, I think Gatecrash might be our worst set on average per card, but I'm not too worried about that. I mean, we're ahead all the way to 2013. Uh, like, I'm just impressed that we have 4 cards over $1. Uh, let's not go with value. Price. Let's go descending price. Yep, 4 cards over $1. Our mythic didn't get up there, but hey, should I guess? No, that's not. It's just a foil. Foil common got up there as our highest priced card. This is really interesting because the foil rare is not. I mean, I guess probably just people didn't care about the foil commons, or that foil rare was like part of like some like starter set that they released. So that happens a lot. So anyway, I'm going to stop the stream. We'll be back. I think I'm going to go ahead and do another set. Not sure which set. I have a number of sets from this time period to do. But we're going to call this stream and the start